Alright, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. It is Friday. It is the day after Thanksgiving. I ate good yesterday. I didn't even count. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to estimate all of this. It was too much. Too many pies. What I have? Pecan pie. I had a bunch of shit. Lemon meringue pie. Just a bunch of different pies. Turkey, ham, smoked turkey, baked turkey, oven roasted, everything. Mac and cheese. I went crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna overreact with the macros. I'm gonna hop right back on my normal macros today. And I'm gonna just do a little bit of extra cardio today at the gym just to kind of make up for it. But again, I'm not in a cut no more. So I can I'm start creeping that weight back up slowly. And I'm not gonna overreact or make too drastic of a change because I'm still prioritizing fueling my training, right? So I don't wanna overreact and then have like a bad training session because I underate too much or something like that. So, couple new things have happened in the last week. I haven't been able to record. I've been so busy with the fam. We've been all around. I've been to multiple houses, all that stuff. But a couple changes have happened. One, we are done with the cut. I told y'all that already. But we are done with the cut, and Kedrick is now prepping me to be ready for nationals in March, right? So everything with my macros is leading up till then. We have a specific weight range we want to be in by the time we get to nationals. We know how slow we want to gain. We know he got it all planned out, right? Mad scientist shit, everything's planned, macro increases, we got it all. So obviously we got to see how my body responds, how much weight I gain, etc., and then we make the adjustments from there. Right now I'm on about 3,550 calories, somewhere around there, which was in my mind my old maintenance, but we're gonna see just how my body responds again, see if I gain on that, and then from there we kind of titrate those calories up slowly over time, make sure I'm fueling the training and getting bigger at the rate we want to get bigger. So that's first thing. So basically the bulk has started, right? But it's a very slow, very clean bulk. I'm trying not to change my mentality in terms of food sources and food quality. I want to still be eating pretty much the same things, maybe a little bit more beef instead of chicken, but I want to pretty much be eating the same foods to fuel my training. Just now we get to eat more of it, right? So yeah, that's first things. Second thing, the adductor is almost there. I'm almost at 100%. I would say maybe like 85 to 90, but we're creeping up towards that 100% mark. I was able to squat full depth, 515 for a double. Didn't record. I was able to pull sumo again for the first time since Worlds, and I pulled 500 and I pulled 385 back downs. Didn't want to push it too much. But yeah, things are looking up. And because of that, I've linked back up with Joey. We talked about the programming. We talked about what I think is going to work for me. Obviously, changes to be made as we see how I adapt to these blocks, respond to these blocks. But right now we're on 1-time squat, 1-time deadlift, 4 times bench, and then some good accessory leg work in there. So see how I respond to that, see if I can get my weights back up, see if I can get into PR territory on that split. Eventually we might need that second squat day, which I would say, I don't know what the chance is that I'm gonna need it, but just in the past I've needed 2 squat days. But we're gonna see first how I can progress this way, and then obviously we'll make the adjustments from there, and do what we can to keep me as healthy as possible, right? Because that's the main thing. That's the #1 priority for me, is just staying healthy so I can get to these meets. I can build over time, and not get hurt and have these fucking 4 or 5 month spans where I'm basically not able to push my comp lifts at all. So I'm really excited about it though. I'm in a really good spot mentally with training. I know what comes after these long spans, right? A lot of people get down mentally when they're hurt, me as well, right? Me included. I'm not like exempt from that, but I know what comes after, right? I keep putting in the work, and I know when I get healthy that I'm gonna be able to build and hit something nice, and I know that's coming. I feel it. And this is like the best part of training to be in, right? When you're in that upward trend and things are just going well, and I know that's coming right now. So really positive outlook on training right now. Really excited to put this work in, and build towards a meet, right? Where I can build for a long period of time, and then I can finally display all this hard work I put in over whatever 16, 20 weeks when I'm building up to a meet. I can finally display that on the platform and show and put up a total, right? So yeah, just excited. Got both my coaches behind me. I'm motivated. I'm hungry. I've seen a bunch of social media shit that just be hyping me up and gassing me up. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all right now. I'm gonna get there. We got primary bench today. I think it's a top double. Show y'all what's up, see what we can do. Gonna knock this out for a little bit of extra carbs, a little bit of extra protein, a little bit of fiber. I've been doing this instead of like a Rice Krispie or whatever other carb source because I just want, this has some fiber in it. I'm like, all right, a little bit of fiber, a little bit of protein to go with the carbs. Can't hurt, right? So that's all I got for y'all right now. I will see y'all at the gym. All right, y'all, just got done with bench. I'm feeling the shitty food from yesterday, the wine from yesterday. I drank a ton of wine all day yesterday, whiskey. I'm feeling it today. Also just tired from running around and not getting as good a sleep. But got the work in, kept it at RPE, RP6, top set and back downs. Nice and easy intro week. I say the same shit all the time, but I gotta reiterate this, yo. Leaving myself room to build through the block, right? So I thought I had a top double today, but it's a top single. Joey programs it a little bit different than I do. So we're alternating like top single, top double, top single, top double. And we finish with a top double at the end of the block. So, yeah, I don't know the exact reasoning behind that. I think I have an idea, but I don't wanna like mislead y'all or put words in his mouth. So I'll just leave that up to interpretation, but that's how we're doing it this block. Very similar on squat and deadlift as well. But instead of singles and doubles, it's like triples and doubles, right? And we're just kind of alternating back and forth. I did use the new belt this whole week. I've been super excited about this belt. I couldn't tell anybody about it, but I've been knowing about it for a minute now. I mean, everyone who's sponsored by SPD has been knowing for a minute. But this is a 10mm SPD belt. I don't know like all the specs on how they made it. I know they have like a video out on like them making it, just different things. But just in terms of feel, like quality feel, exactly like the old belt in terms of quality, right? Great quality, durable. Feels like it's gonna last a long time. But 10mm, I think it's gonna be a big key for my deadlift. I always felt like 13 just got in the way a little bit. I am a shorter torso person, and my ribs are like really close to my hips, right? So it was always kind of pushing on my ribs. So I think it's gonna be a big help for deadlift. I'm also gonna use it on bench because it doesn't really matter either way on bench. Yeah, so like I was saying, 10mm, great for deadlift, good for bench, right? Because bench, really for me, I'm just trying to hold all my shirt in place so nothing's sliding around. So it don't really matter if it's a 10mm, 13mm, doesn't matter. For squat, I am gonna stick with the 13. I do just feel like that extra thickness in the front, pushing off the legs, kind of gives you a little boost out of the hole. So I am gonna stick with the 13 for squat, but 10mm for everything else. I think it's sold out already at this point, so y'all probably can't get one by the time y'all see this video, but I do got the support link down below. I think they're gonna restock soon. What I read from the comments is they're gonna try to restock more often than they do everything else, so we'll see. Nah, for real, water on me like the sun, carrot, sun, pointers, all these commas, I want. All right, y'all, done with the upper body work. Today I'm just doing exactly what Joey has programmed. Normally I do like extra arms because he doesn't program as much as I would normally do myself. So normally I do like extra triceps, extra lateral raises, but I'm cooked. Just long week, moving around, less sleep, shitty food, wine. So just doing exactly what's on the sheet, except I still added those 2 sets of biceps. I'm sticking with my 5 sets twice a week, trying to get these 20-inch arms. But other than that, kind of cruising on the rest of the stuff, hitting the RP7 that he has programmed. not pushing too hard. So I missed my leg press yesterday with deadlift because, again, in a rush for Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna hit it today. Keep it pretty chill. RP7 like it has on the sheet. Just get a nice little quad pump. Get that secondary leg work in on top of the squats, on top of the deadlift. So. All right, y'all. Just got done with the session. Earlier I was telling y'all, or at the beginning of the video, I was telling y'all like, oh, I've been getting a lot of motivation from social media, and some of that obviously is from my competitors. I see how good my competitors are doing, people that I know I'm gonna have to go up to against at PA Nats, and that just gets my mind right. But also a quick shout out to Joe Capp and Ian Bell, 2 equipped lifters. A lot of y'all probably have no idea about, like, a lot of people don't follow equipped lifting, especially new raw lifters. But 2 equipped legends. One of them, Ian Bell, I came up under Ian Bell at UT. So he was like the president of the team, 4-time national champion, 4-time junior world champion in equipment. And so I was kind of like under him, right? And he was teaching me and bringing me along and kind of showing me the ropes when I didn't know shit about USAPL. I didn't know shit about the IPF. I didn't know shit about Worlds. And seeing him go to Worlds and win Worlds when I first got to UT, that just like set up my whole path that I've been on, right? Like if I never have that experience, I don't know if I'm here today, right? Because when I went to that table, obviously like all the clubs table, right? And they try to get people to join. And I went to that table and Ian was like, yeah, I just went to Worlds, just came back from Worlds, gold medal at Worlds. I didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. I had never even heard of Worlds. But just hearing that and seeing him rep Team USA and throw the horns up and shit, like while he's winning the gold medal for Team USA. Preston Turner as well. Mario Leos had just came back and he got 4th or 5th or something like that. And that set up like every goal I've had in powerlifting since then. And that was in 2013, right? That's when I made the goal like, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to IPF Worlds. I'm going to be a world champion. And so shout out to him. Oh, I'm saying all of this because Ian Bell finally won. He just won his first open world title at 105 kg in equipment. Joe Capp just won his first world title at super heavyweight after going to Worlds for 10 straight years. Joe Capp, that's like true underdog shit to me right there. Like, you go to Worlds 10 straight years, you never fucking give up, you keep showing up, you keep showing up, you keep showing up until you win. And that's the type of shit I'm on, right? Mentally, that's the type of shit I'm on. Like, if I have to do that, that's what I'm gonna do. And just seeing other people do it, being in a situation that I feel like I'm in. Ian, I think, had got like 2nd, 3rd, or 4th at Open Worlds 2 or 3 times. He went to World Games a couple times. I think he got 2nd and 3rd, something like that, right? And to just keep showing up and keep showing up and keep putting in the work over a long period of time when a lot of fucking people fall off in this sport. A lot of people come do this sport, flash in the pan, they're out. Maybe they go to Worlds, they win Worlds, they're done. This to me is more impressive. The people that have to put in the work and dedicate themselves to something over. It's like, I always say this, and I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but like, imagine you're somebody that has the genetics to be a world champion, and you come up and you're just way more gifted than everybody, and you can do that shit in 2 years. And you do it, and then you're like, okay, maybe I'm done with powerlifting, right? I fucking conquered that shit. I'm a world champ. I'm an all-time world record holder, whatever. Cool, dope. Like, you deserve all the praise. Like, you deserve it. But imagine the guy that doesn't have the best genetics. He has good genetics, but he don't got the best genetics. And he has to put in 10, 15. Joe Capp been doing this shit since before most of y'all even fucking touched a weight or knew what powerlifting was. Joe Capp was like 2008 in collegiates, right? And then he graduated and he won like junior worlds. But he was doing this shit before anyone was even on social media, before motherfuckers knew about raw powerlifting, before anyone was going to worlds, anything. And to put in 10, 15 years of work when a lot of people would have just gave up or been like, I think he's an engineer. A lot of people have been like, oh, I'm an engineer now. That was in college, whatever. Like, but to keep coming back, keep showing up, keep putting in the work, keep training, keep eating. And then to come back and win that shit 10 years later, to me, that's like insanely impressive. Just because I know the amount of like grit and fucking consistency and determination And these are like not buzzwords though. I'm like being dead ass. Like, I know what that takes because I feel like I'm in it right now, right? When I finally get mine, it's gonna be different than when that guy that had way better genetics than me got it in 2 years, right? It's gonna be different. I know it's gonna feel different than that. I know it's gonna feel better. I know it's gonna be more worth it when I finally get mine. So that's the way I think about it. That shit just hypes me up so much, seeing Joe Capp and Ian Bell get gold medals. Just knowing all the work they put in and being close quarters with Ian, right? Training with him and seeing how he trained and seeing the work he put in and how long he's been doing it. It's just, I don't know. It just has my mental on another, like, kind of turned me up a notch, and got me ready to do this prep going into that. So hopefully what I said made sense. I feel like I was rambling a little bit, but that's all I got for this video. Appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.